What's poppin' T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade Ghost Season 2, Episode 1 review. You guys just saw the trailer to my upcoming film, Paper Heart. The St. Louis premiere will be December 4th, and the Detroit premiere will be December 11th. Tickets are still on sale for the Detroit premiere. The info is down below in the description box. After that, it will be available on IMDb and Tubi. I can't wait for you guys to see the actual film. Also, next Monday, I will be rolling out my interviews with the main cast. Monday's interview will be with Maybach music artist Yada at 6 p.m. Central Time. Next Friday's interview will be with Robin Rose at 6 p.m. Central Time. The following Monday, I will be interviewing Kristen Clark, who plays the lead role Scotland at 6 p.m. Central Time. And December 3rd, I will be interviewing Black Ink Crew Chicago star Don Brumfield, who plays Knight. He is the leading man in my film. That interview will be rolling out at 6 p.m. Central Time, and the next day will be the St. Louis premiere here at MX Theaters. Can't wait to see you guys who already purchased your tickets for the St. Louis premiere. It's gonna be lit. Also, I got some behind the scenes tea on Ghost. This will be the actual last season that Courtney Kemp will be a showrunner on the show. She'll still have a little bit of dibbling and dabblings to do with some of the Power Universe, but she has moved on to Netflix. Hopefully that means that the writing and some of the things that we have had issues with over the past 7-8 years will be fixed now that she is not going to be so hands-on with everything. But let's get into the season 2 premiere of Ghost. So we opened the episode up with Tariq having a nightmare about killing Jabari. He wakes up in a panic. He is obviously at his Mima's house. He instantly erases the text message thread from Jabari so he can't get implicated in his murder. Then all of a sudden he hears Jazz yelling for help or whatever. He runs into the kitchen, and this child in there almost burned down the kitchen trying to make fucking French toast and bacon and eggs and shit. He ends up putting out the fire. Big mama drunk ass come out there, and she don't even remember that the boy came over the night before to spend the night. And Tariq instantly sees that something ain't right here. She goes back to her room to go to bed in the middle of the day. I mean, at the beginning of the day, and tells him to take Jazz to school. When she goes into her room, he asks Jazz, has she been drinking again? And she was like, yes, and it's getting worse. And so she begs him to come stay with them because shit is not good over there. So this is just another problem for Tariq now to have to tackle, that Tasha isn't around. She's in WIDSEC or whatever. So Monet hears glass break outside and wonders is it anybody in retaliation from her killing Esquire. I know that's not his name, but Esquire from ATL. Remember, she killed his character last season. So she panics. She grabs her gun and tells Diana, the weak ass, to stay in her fucking room. She goes downstairs with her gun ready to chop a nigga head off, and only finds Drew ass in the kitchen with his arm in the brace. He done broke a goddamn glass because his ass is halfway disabled. So he blames her for getting shot and shuts her out. He ain't trying to really fuck with her. He talks to Diana, but he ain't talking to her. And Monet does not like this because, you know, Drew is her favorite child. And so she is not liking the fact that he is shutting her out. So then we switch to Kane and Lil Guapo ass. They leave at some club in the middle of the fucking morning, and they with this cat named Mecca, who is fine as fuck and can get it however the fuck he want. Hello, Mecca. How you doing, sir? Hot and ready like a Little Caesar pizza. Yes, ma'am. So Kane don't really trust dude because he wondering, is he really a street dude or is he like a narc? So as he's questioning this, some dudes from DTG roll up on them with guns trying to kill Kane and Guapo because Kane killed Kato last season and because Guapo is with the op. So Mecca proves that he ain't no narc by beating them the fuck up and shooting their asses. So one of them ends up still being alive after the little shootout, and Guapo asks Mecca not to kill the dude, but he like fuck that, and he does it anyway. So Guapo was like, I guess he ain't, a narc after all, and Kang was like, shit, I guess not. So now he got him a new little ally, but it's still something about Mecca that I don't 100% trust. I don't know if he's an actual cop. I don't think that he is, but it's still something going on with him. But all I know is I want him to come lay on top of me. That's all I care about. So then we see Davis, old sneaky, snarly ass, preparing for a television interview, and he flirting with one of the girls that work at the television station named Stephanie. I can't wait till we get his wife's character on the show because his ass ain't shit. He's slaying that dick all around New York City. So in comes Sax, and he introduces him as an associate that works with him at his law firm. And Sax reminds him, "No, buddy, you brought me on to be partner. Get it right, boo boo." So then we see Tariq call Davis and ask him to find Tasha so he can talk to her about Jazz. So he was like, I'll make it worth your while or whatever. So anything that got to do with money, Davis is on it. So Davis was like, I'll help you. So then he goes to Sax and asks Sax for help. And Sax was like, I ain't helping that little murderous motherfucker. He was like, look, we gonna charge his ass out the wazoo for this. This is what happens when you work for a private law firm. So Sax was like, cha-ching, bitch, cha-ching. So Zeke look goofy ass is back on our screen, just looking and acting like Dumby. And he in practice, and he says that he doesn't want to squander his opportunity because, he ain't been playing on the court, here lately or whatever. So then we go to Brayden. He catches up with Tariq and was like, where was you at last night? Because you didn't sleep in our room. He was like, I slept in my grandmama's house or whatever. So Brayden get to complain about his fucking family and shit and ask him to join them for dinner so they won't hound him the whole entire night. So Tariq was like, look, I'll see what I can do or whatever. So then we see him go inside the building, and Lauren asks him, to meet his mama because she heard she got out of jail, and he was like, really know about that, and I'm like, girl, sit your thirsty ass the fuck down. So then we see Carrot Dad ass come out asking the kids, have they seen fucking Jabari ass? And they was like, no, we ain't seen them, sis. And I'm like, why you ask these kids if they seen that grown ass man? So then she leaves him a message on the phone, like, it's such and such day, like, where the hell you at? Like, we got to get to it. So then in class, she starts without him because she don't know where the hell he is, and she trying to get this money. So she asked the question to the students, is free will an illusion? And do we make our own decisions, or are they ordained? I think in some cases we make our own decisions, and then I do think that in other cases that decisions are made for us, and sometimes we don't even know that they are. So we see Diana trying on a sexy dress and Monet telling her no. And so in this case, we see that she does not have free will. She's under her mother's fucking thumb. And I'll be glad when she finally cuss Monet the fuck out and tell her to stop minding my pussy, mind your own, bitch. I'm tired of you raising your voice at me, ho. So Bruchandra, played by light-skinned Keisha, says that she makes her own choices. And then this little Asian student argues that everything from her hair and her nails to her outfit comes from where she comes from. And there was some truth in what he says, because with fashion, a lot of those decisions are made for us. We get style influences from, models or from runway shows or designers, and what's the trend is and what the color is that season. So just for an example, this year we saw the Bottega green color everywhere, the Bottega bags to the Bottega boots and everything. Bottega green was just the color of 2021. You saw it everywhere you fucking turned around. And I'm not even a big green fan, but after I kept on seeing it all year round and it being forced down my throat, I end up wanting everything fucking green under the sun. So in those cases, things are predetermined for you and are drilled into your head with social media, with ads, with magazines, television, music videos, things of that nature. So Brushanja was like, my girl out here with a baby and an EBT card. I didn't take that route. I willfully chose to be here instead. And in that case, that is free will. You make the decisions not to follow what everyone else does and to do things on your own. And so I agree with that as well. So we then see Monet and Diana taking the designer bags from all the stores that they went to, like Fendi, Dior, Prada, and all that, back to their spot and replace all of the items in the bags and the boxes with bricks of drugs, which is a smart idea because, you know, they got the receipts and everything or whatever. So I was like, but y'all still black and driving around in a nice car with designer bags, you know, you really gonna get stopped in. So Cara Dad asks Tariq, do we have free will? And he says he likes to believe that. So then that agent student, here come his ass talking about some, but who cares what you believe? We want to know what you think. And I was like, look at her, bitch. I don't know if you need to snap into a Slim Jim, but you need to calm the fuck down. So Tariq was like, you can't base your conduct off everything is predetermined. We all got to play the hand we're dealt with. And I was like, you better school his ass. So Monet tells Diana to pull over so she can go get Drew a gift, even though they got bricks of cocaine in the car. And she was like, look, girl, just do what the fuck I said and just sit here and be cute while I go get my son, my favorite child, something. And I just, like I said, once again, I want Monet to just, I want Diana to pop her mama in the mouth because I'm sick of her. Like, how old is Diana? Ain't Diana like 18, 19 years old and she still let her mama talk to her crazy? Like, girl, get your life. She can't do shit. She treat Diana like she 5 years old. So Tate drunk ass is back, and he is a main cast member this season on Ghost. I guess it was determined that he will not be having his own show anymore, because remember, he was supposed to have his own spinoff about the political world of power, but I guess since Courtney Kemp has moved on to Netflix, that deal got squandered, and so now they made him a permanent cast member on Ghost. Also on the show is his real life brother, who plays the character by the name of Kamal. So Tate ass is somber and sullen and drunk on his brother's couch, and Kamal is sick of him and his self-loathing and tells him to find another means to an end to get into the game because he is tired of him sulking. So Monet comes out of the store, coming back to the car to see the police talking to Diana, and she like, fuck. So she turned around. At first I thought she was gonna dip on her because I don't put shit past Monet. She take out her gun, like, these motherfuckers trying to take my baby, I'm about to get the busting on these motherfuckers. And that's when you really do see that she really does care about her kids, and she just got a fucked up ass way of showing it. So the officers end up going away, and she gets to the car. She's like, what the fuck was that about? And she was like, he wanted me to move the car, but you know, I did what you said, and I just flirted with him or whatever. And so Monet was like, good job, but skedaddle, bitch, we got places to go. I was like, this heifer can't be nice to Diana for one fucking second. Like, god damn. So Drew sees the gift from Monet on his bed and it's art supplies, and he's super excited at first until he takes off his cast and tries to draw, and that hand get to doing like this and shit, and he get mad and throw the shit across the room. So now he even more upset with his mama because he can't go nowhere, he ain't got no dick, and his ass can't fucking draw. So Tariq and Brayden meet with his parents. They walking down the street, and I loved Tariq's outfit in this scene. That outfit was sharp as fuck. The stylist nailed that look. And as they're walking down the street, they see that the Westlakes have brought Brayden a brand new motherfucking car, got all these gifts for him, and his ass is not excited about it at all. And Tariq was like, nigga, like, how are you not excited about this shit? Like, the fuck is wrong with you? Like, dude. So inside the home, the whole family is standing around talking and everything. I love the dress that Brayden's mama had on too. That was a beautiful ass dress. Brayden's sister is just not here for the daddy, and her uncle Sweeney, Rick Sweeney, or whatever the fuck his name is. She just think that the whole thing about the family is just misogynistic and everything. So she's looking at her father's fraternity book, and just like, you can just smell the rape coming out of this. And so she hands the book to Tariq. Tariq opens the book and then sees something in the book that is upsetting or shocking to him, well, we as the viewers don't get to see what that is. And immediately Trace, Brayden's brother, grabs the book and was like, you can't see this or whatever. You're not a fraternity member, and I don't even understand why you brought him anyway. I want to know what that was all about, because like I said, we didn't see what he saw. So it's obvious that something in there he could be able to use to his advantage later. Maybe something catching Brayden and them daddy or the Uncle Sweeney in a compromising position. I'm thinking it's going to be Sweeney. He's going to give that information to Tate, and that's what Tate is going to use to take his ass down. So, Brayden's father and uncle suggested Tariq take an internship at, their company or whatever, because they thought that he was like this disenfranchised little boy that came from the hood and one of the sponsor students to go to Westlake. And so Tariq lets them know real quick that, I'm a trust fund baby myself, boo, don't get it twisted. And he lets them know who his daddy is. So the uncle was like, oh, I met your father once, really good man or whatever. Sad the way he went out. Hope the rumors about, him aren't true. Because he's seen what drugs have done to the minority community. Just racist as fuck. And so Tariq was like, I agree. Look at what opioids are doing to people all over the country. And so the uncle gonna talk about there's a difference between legal and illegal drugs. And Tariq was like, illegal drugs are killing people at a higher rate than illegal drugs. How much money are you taking from big farmers, Congressman Sweeney? And he get to somebody over there's calling me, and I was like, yeah, get your bitch ass on somewhere, because people like him exist all day every day. And I love that Tariq ass got him together real motherfucking quick with his bitch ass. So Jabari's body is found along with the murder weapon, and the police suspect that it was Ramirez because his ass been missing for a whole motherfucking week. So now we got a new cop on the horizon, and I think his name was Kevin Scott. I think that's his name. Cute little white boy or whatever. So Tate goes to old boy house from last season. I can't remember his name, but he's high up in like the DNC, and asks about running for Sweeney's seat. And dude was like, no, like he is Democratic, I think gold, like ain't nobody like voting against him, fuck no. So Tate was like, if I bring something back on him, will you back me? Dude was like, yeah, but that's never gonna happen. But like I said, I think whatever Tariq saw in that fraternity book, he's gonna give that information to Tate, and Tate is gonna use that to take Sweeney down and to take his place on the Congress, or I forgot what it was. So Cara Dad tells her girlfriend that she on the phone that she won't be messing with Zeke or Jabari anymore. Like she's over that part of her life. She's trying to get it together. And that this detective that she used to work with back in the day asked her out, and she thinks this might be a second chance for her. I'm like, we still going with this storyline. It didn't land last season. It ain't landing this season. Like, we got rid of Jabari. Can we please get rid of her ass? I don't like this fucking storyline. It's stupid. So she gets off the phone with her girl when she links up with her date, and come to find out it's the detective, the new detective that found Jabari's dead body. So I'm like, oh, this her new little boo thing. This somebody she used to deal with back in the day. So she was like, you want to go inside? He was like, actually, no, I want to take you somewhere else. Lo and behold, the place that he took her is to the motherfucking morgue, bitch. As soon as I realized he was at the morgue, bitch, I would have been like, excuse me, what is going on here? I wouldn't even went inside. How did she even walk inside? Like, what kind of fucking date is this? So Jabari's body is revealed, and he was like, you know him? She was like, yes. And she was like, oh my God, Jabari, what the fuck is going on? And so she's all upset and shit, and he looking at her like he on Law and Order SVU or some shit. And so he asked, can she identify the body? And she was like, yeah. So he was like, did y'all used to mess around? And if so, when was the last time she saw him? She was like, last night. And he was like, what y'all talking about? She was like, shit, I don't fucking know. Like, her head fucked up like, damn, this nigga straight up dead, my boo thing. So Cara Dad was like, I'm so sorry, Jabari. I'm like, girl, stop saying you fucking sorry for these people think that you did it. And of course he did. He was like, you're sorry. You blame yourself for this? And she was like, you think I did this? He was like, I mean, you have been known to blur the lines in the past, girlfriend. So he didn't, had a sexual relationship with her freaky ass too. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sick of this stupid storyline. So Cara Dad was like, I would never hurt him. And so the detective was like, I need a list of all the kids you and him question about the DTG death that happened at Westlake. She was like, you think one of them had something to do with this? He was like, duh, like somebody gets killed at the school, y'all question him, then next thing you know, Jabari is dead. Girl, put two and two together. What the fuck? So Brayden tells Tariq that he likes selling dope with him because it has nothing to do with being a Westlake. A Westlake is his own thing, and he ain't being lumped into his father and his fuck shit. So then, as they're talking, everybody on campus gets the bing that Jabari is dead, boo boo. And of course, Tariq acts like he's shocked by this news. Monet is in the kitchen back at the crib teaching Diana how to load a gun, and baby girl is horrible at it. I'm like, girl, you can't put them bullets in there. Drew like, girl, you gonna get it one day. Just keep on trying. So Monet was like, look, I got a plan about us getting out of the life. And they was like, what is it? And she says, I'm telling Zeke to sign up for the draft this year. I'll manage him. Drew will travel with him, and you'll be his publicist. And Monet was like, I'm sorry. So Diana was like, so we gonna be working for Zeke? And Drew was like, nah, he's our new product. Like, girl, this, you ain't trying to help nobody. You just trying to help yourself. Like, it's all about you, sis. And Monet was like, look, this is for the family. Like, Drew, if you don't calm your bitch ass the fuck down. So then she gets the alert about Jabari's death and asks them that they know anything about it. And of course, they don't know shit. So Lauren goes to Tariq's room crying and shit about Jabari with her soft ass and asks him why he ain't upset. And he like, girl, my daddy dead. My mama gone away. My twin sister got killed. Like, I ain't took nothing but L's my whole life. You think I'm gonna be crying over a motherfucking teacher that I barely know? Girl, get the fuck together. And that's why he can't be with her weak ass anyway. So she was like, you know what? You're right. You know, I wish you would open up to me and tell me everything. And then she kisses him and they kissing. And then he gets a text message from Kane saying they gotta meet up. He was like, look, I gotta go. So of course she feeling some type of way because whoever texted him, he went running to. And so now she in her fifis and shit. And I was like, see, you cannot deal with light skin Angela. Like, ain't nobody got time for her. So Tariq meets up with Kane and he's mad. He was like, look, ain't nobody saying shit about Ramirez did this. If they come looking at us, it's your ass, nigga. You fucked up. Tariq was like, ain't nobody gonna look into us about this shit. Girl, calm down. So Monet then texts Tariq to come see her. And Kane was like, she probably heard that question you about this Jabari shit. Just act normal and don't say nothing. Tariq was like, it ain't good to lie to her. He was like, look, I'm not going down for this shit. You better lie, deny. So Zeke pops up at Carrie Dad's house and was like, you know, I heard about Jabari. Why you ain't been answering my text message? And heard this bitch all in the hedonistic mood and shit because somebody dead. This bitch wanna fuck. Get to taking this boy clothes off and fucking him. I'm like, oh my god, this storyline is so fucking stupid. Can somebody please kill her this season and let it be Zeke? So Tariq joins Monet and Drew and Diana for dinner at their house, and she asked that he know Jabari. He was like, yeah, he was my teacher. But he was like, look, I don't got nothing to do with that. He was like, look, everything on my end is cool. And so Monet was like, you sure you had nothing to do with this? And he was like, I had nothing to do with it. She was like, you know, if you lie to me, what's going to happen? He was like, I know. Drew is suspicious, though. You know, Drew peeps everything. Monet was like, you know, I don't need my distro involved in some stupid shit that's going to put more eyes on us. Now, I got a ton of bricks that need to be moved. Can you do that? And of course, Tariq was like, yeah, I got you, sis. I'm down for the cause. I'm down for whatever because he needs to get this money. So I'm thinking, you know, this season with everything that's going to be going on with Jasmine, she's going to end up in social services and he's going to have to get money so he can get a place for them maybe so he can take her in because he's an adult now and prove how he's making money. It's going to be a whole thing. So after dinner, Diana gives Tariq the bricks of cocaine as my girl, my favorite, Alex Isley is playing in the background. And she tells him, you know, if he needs to talk about his mama or anything, like she there for him. And he holds her hands and he was like, you know, thank you for that or whatever. And you can tell that he actually like really likes Diana and vibes with her, but he still got old girl that he used to deal drugs with back at his old high school too that he into as well. Monet catches them holding hands, and here come her cock blocking ass just because she ain't getting no dick no more because Ramirez is dead. She come cock blocking Diana. I think she got beef with Diana or some shit and tell Diana to go wash the dishes or whatever. And I'm like, girl, let Diana live. Diana can't do shit. Damn, you hating ass bitch. So Monet leaves the room and Diana gives him a hug and a kiss on the cheek or whatever. Goodbye. Brayden then texts him that he almost there. So after having sex, Cara Dad tells Zeke that she identified Jabari's body and that she think that the Tejadas had something to do with it. He was like, Monet would never do anything to jeopardize my future. Cara Dad was like, well, what is it then? Like, who in the hell would want Jabari dead? So Tariq and Brayden load up the trunk with the bags, with the shopping bags, and Brayden like, why is this shit so motherfucking heavy? He opens one of the bags and shows him the bricks of cocaine. So he was like, damn, you changed your mind, we back in the game? He was like, yeah, we gotta get this money. So Brayden reminds him like, dude, we can't be rolling around in a brand new car with, bricks of cocaine. And he was like, look, white privilege is on our side. As soon as you show a police officer who you are and what your last name is, they gonna let you the fuck go. He was like, all right, I guess you might be right. Something is telling me though, that shit gonna probably work the first time, but the second time with some shit, he gonna end up running into the wrong cop that ain't gonna give a fuck that he a Westlake and go find them bricks on his ass, and Brayden ass gonna get locked the fuck up. So Mecca shows Kane, the DTG member that got away, and says he can show him mercy, make him suffer, or kill him. Kane down for whatever. He was like, shit, say less. So Mecca was like, no, whichever you choose shows me exactly who you are. Like, it went from Kane testing him and questioning him to now Mecca trying to see, is he on my level? So Kane was like, shit, I don't need no more fucking handouts, and he untied the dude, and he was like, shit, we can go heads up. I don't even need no more fucking gun. I ain't gotta go the easy way out. So him and dude go head up. At first he got some good licks in, and then old dude went to whapping on his ass real quick, and then next thing you know, Kane ended up getting a good lick in on that motherfucker and then grabbing him by the neck, and he was like, cracked that nigga neck and was like, shit, this is me, motherfucker. I ain't got to prove shit to you. So Mecca was looking like, all right, little nigga, I see you, little Wody. So Drew ain't letting up on Monet. He is just not seeing it for her ass and makes sure that Diana knows this. Diana reminds him that when she mentioned that little getaway playing out the game, that she didn't even mention their daddy. And I was like, I peeped that too, girl. So Drew was like, you know what? Maybe we need to start making our own moves and stop asking for shit and do it. And I was like, about motherfucking time. Y'all can jump her. Y'all can beat Monet up together. Like, stop being pussies. So Kane comes out the back after beating old dude ass and killing him. I guess he went somewhere to wash his hands and some shit. And he sees bricks of cocaine on one of the planes because they're in at the clearport or whatever. And he grabs one of them and looking at it, and Mecca catches him and was like, what the fuck is you doing? And he threatened to kill him. And Kane was like, look, I can help you. I don't see you having no like group of niggas around you like you need help. And dude was like, you gonna have to do more than that to make me give you a chance and trust you. So he was like, look, just give me a chance. So I still can't wait to find out like who Mecca is, what he got going on, because his character has a big question mark around him. Only thing I know for sure is that I want him. So Tariq joins Brayden and his weird ass family as they go deer hunting, and he like, what in the white shit the fuck y'all got going on here? So Monet pulls up on Zeke at practice and tells him he tells her that she should have just stayed away from Cara Dad because now she asks even more questions. And so she was like, look, fuck that hoe. It's time for you to go pro. Zeke was like, I don't really know. She like, look, motherfucker, get your head in the game. Fuck that hoe. I need you to do this for the family. Ain't shit else to be said. So he just sitting there like, okay, auntie. Ugh, hate him. So Kamal is happy to find Tate off his couch, but Tate was like, look, girl, I'm moving out next week. I need you to log me into the police database. I need to know everything about Sawini Boo. And the brother looking like, this nigga really trying to get me to jeopardize my job, and this nigga ain't even got no job yet. Like, the fuck is going on here? So Trace almost shoots Tariq ass as they're deer hunting, and he runs and finds the deer and sees the deer on the ground dead, and then make him think back on Jabari and killing his daddy or whatever. And then Brayden daddy was like, I'm so sorry, Tariq, to make this up for you, you can get the kill shot. What the fuck is that? A makeup girl? That whole family is on some get out type shit. Tariq, you better run, motherfucker. Tariq was like, look, I'm up. I ain't got time for this fuck shit. Brayden, of course, is mortified and embarrassed as fuck. So then we see Davis go to jail and meet up with his brother, played by none other than Redman. And he asks him, is he taking his meds? And Redman does look really, really skinny. I'm like, I hope ain't nothing wrong with him in real life. He tells him that Sax doesn't know it yet, but he's gonna help get him out of jail. And dude was like, really? He was like, look, you not dying in here. We gonna get you out. Hopefully he's just being really meta and lost a lot of weight for the character. Hopefully ain't nothing going on with him in real life. So Monet then hears another noise outside, gets nervous, and cocks her gun and goes to the door to find none other than Kane. And he was like, look, Mom, I need you to let me in. I gotta talk to you. I got a new connect. Let me in, Mama. Mama, let me in. Open the door. I know you changed the locks. Girl, open the door. And she looking at him like, I told you I don't fuck with you no more. I told you you are disowned, bitch. And she just walked off on his ass. And he looking like, oh God, because you know he needs the approval of mommy so bad. Lo and behold, he don't even know that Mecca ass is parked down the street and peeping everything. So that really made me wonder, like, who the fuck is this nigga and what the fuck he got going on with his fine ass? So then we see Tariq turning on his burner phone to see if his mama didn't respond to him. And the next thing you know, he gets a call from an unknown number. And at first he was hesitant to answer, like, should I not? He answered it, but he doesn't say shit. The other person on the other end ends up being Detective Scott, I think that's his name. And he was like, this is Detective Kevin Scott. Who am I speaking to? And Tariq was like, oh shit. Hurried up, hung up the phone, and took the thing out of it and threw it. I'm like, nigga, you need to burn that motherfucker and get it from far away from your dumb ass. So Kevin asked the guy that was recording the whole conversation, did you get that? He was like, yeah. Come to find out, the phone is somewhere at Stansfield. So now he knows that whoever killed Jabari is in fact at Stanfield, and the episode went off. Overall, I give the season 2 premiere episode of Ghost a B minus. It was the same old, nothing really new. I noticed that they added new music, new noise and stuff to the episodes. It kind of was giving me like a Jordan Peele effect. Didn't really know how I felt about it. They were trying to do something different. Did it stand out to you guys? Because it stood out to me. Yeah, just more of the same of, you know, the typical Ghost world, the Power Ghost world or whatever. Out of all of the shows though thus far, I will say that my favorite is Raising Kanan. I feel like it was the best written show. It was something new, it was something fresh. Then I would have to say Ghost, then BMF. BMF is good, but it just didn't catch me like that. I feel like the best character on BMF is Lamar, so hopefully they don't kill his ass off tonight. I haven't watched the episode yet. I'm about to watch it after I get done with this. Can't wait for Force to come on. That'll be on, I believe, early next year. That is Tommy's spinoff. It's based in Chicago. They have a trailer out for it right now. So yeah, I give, like I said, tonight's episode of Ghost season 2 a B plus, B minus. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Any predictions on this season? Let me get out my predictions. Death predictions. I think something gonna happen to Zeke dumbass because they're basing all of their future on him. So I think he gonna die. I think Brayden gonna end up getting locked up. Anybody else? Something gonna end up happening with Diana and the gun because somebody gonna be after her ass. Either she gonna end up shooting somebody, she gonna end up learning how to use that gun, or she gonna be able to get to it fast enough. But something gonna end up happening with Diana and the gun and somebody attacking her. I think out of all his hoes, I think this season Tariq will get the closest to old girl from his school and Diana. I think it's gonna be a little thing with them, but I think it's more so old girl from his school. I think Kane is gonna continue to be reckless and crazy as fuck. Monet gonna continue to get some bodies on her. I think at some point Monet and Mecca gonna end up linking up for some reason that might become her new boo thing. I don't really know. Don't really have that many death predictions thus far, but I do feel like you know, Tariq gonna continue to get them bodies. Ring it up. Yeah, make sure, like I said, you guys, that you tune in to my interviews next week and the week after that, leading up to the STL Paper Heart premiere. Love you guys. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell button. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.